Good afternoon, everybody. It's me and Molly here, Jayme and Molly. We are inside the ACC with some of our office cats. We got Benny right here, Mr. Oreoh,
Cinders want to go.
and Cinders is somewhere.
She dipped out of here.
She dipped out, okay.
She is on the move.
Well, we got this super awesome little play set here.
Very cool ball pit. I've never seen a cat ball pit before, and they were all quite excited when we took it out, so Oreo's chilling in here. Not much going on. I don't think he's really that excited about it, but he's chilling in it.
Maybe we should kick some around for him to play with. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. I know we said yesterday we were going to be outside with some of the other hybrids, but unfortunately it's pretty rainy here today and none of the guys are out.
Yeah, everyone was inside earlier, so that wouldn't be very entertaining to see no cats. So instead, bringing you inside today just to take a little visit with our office cats, who we haven't seen in a little while. For those of you just joining us, this is Mr. Oreoh right here. He's starting to look around the ball pit a little bit more, not just sitting there, zoned out.
Yeah, go in there, bud.
So he is one of our two domestic cats that we have. The other one is Edgar, and Cinders and Benji, two of our Bengals who live inside. We're wandering around. I think they have made their way into the office. Oh, actually, Benny's coming back.
Here comes Benny.
He's coming through the tube now.
Here he comes.
So that's pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have a lot of fun in this.
Absolutely.
Once they get moving.
It's a very slow process. They're not really that invested.
They're exploring right
now.
now.
Let me see what's going on this side over here.
Oh, here comes Benny. Hi, Benny.
He's in the tube. Oh, Oreoh just traded places.
They switched
Very
up.
Exciting. Hi, buddy. Oh, Cinders is back outside.
Here comes Cinders. Where is Cinders?
There she is. Just a little inside squad hanging out downstairs.
Hello, Cinders.
She's just looking around, sniffing, seeing what's going on. I think she's a little confused by the giant ball pit in the middle of her living room. So thanks everybody for joining us, and a special thanks for joining us yesterday for the pool party. That was very exciting with Dash and Daisy. I'd never witnessed a tiger pool party before. I think I quite enjoyed our first tiger pool party. I hope you all did too.
And I think Dash definitely won the splash contests for sure.
Daisy wasn't very invested in splashing in the pool, but she definitely enjoyed her enrichment of cardboard boxes that we made a lot of. Oreo's
Mr.
a
Oreoh.
little something over here. He's just sniffing. That's not very entertaining, but yeah, everyone's just looking around. It's a pretty chill day here at the sanctuary. Not much going on. Pretty rainy. Not too many active cats. Just a couple here and there.
I'm gonna go around this way and see what Mr. Oreo's up to. What are you doing, bud? What are you doing? You can't see through that. What are you doing, pretty boy? But yeah, if you're just joining, we are inside the ACC today with some of our office cats. They are playing around in their new little playground here, ball pit. Not too exciting right now, but hopefully Mr. Oreoh will start doing something.
Going back in the tube.
There he goes in the tube.
Just shaking the tube back and forth. Quite enjoyable, sir.
I think he just likes sitting in it.
Yeah, I think so. I think he just enjoys the presence of the ball pit. Yeah, so how's everyone doing today? I know this is our second live post, and you'll definitely be seeing more of us next week because Judson's on vacation. So you'll have some more of us, more Tammy, more Gina. And right now you can feel free to ask us some questions if you'd like, get to know us a bit more. We'd love to get to know you guys.
And don't worry, we're gonna see Judson in a second.
Oh yeah, no worries. He will be here. He's waiting very patiently to
Yes.
make his big entrance.
All right, Mr. Oreo, are you gonna do anything?
I don't think so. I think he's pretty content with just sitting in the tube.
All right, well,
We can head over to the bunkhouse now, where we will meet with Judson and
right, here
another
comes Benny.
special guest, Katniss, one of our other Bengals. We haven't seen in a while either, so we'll go over there
All
and
right.
see what's hanging over in the bunkhouse.
Bye, guys. Have fun.
All right, squad, enjoy the ball pit.
All right. It's going to be a little windy and rainy out, so you probably won't hear us when we're outside.
As we're walking, if you want to send some questions in the comments, that's fine. We'll read them as we walk and get over there. As you can see, pretty cloudy, a little rainy today. Extra muddy, I would say.
Oh, yeah, lots of mud.
Big puddles.
Yes, thank you, Henyatta, for that playpen. It's very awesome.
Super exciting.
They love it.
I know, it makes me want to get my cat a ball, like a ball pit. I don't think she would like it at all, but maybe just like for my own entertainment.
Sorry for the bumpy ride, guys. The
A little rocky.
little rocky and muddy.
Alright, so this is the bunkhouse.
Katniss got her little sign here.
Ooh, God.
All right, look who we have here.
Who's that,
Up
Katniss?
here.
Katniss and I are just watching a little cat TV together.
Oh, wow.
Hey everyone. How's what are Oreoh and Benny and Cinders up to?
Not much. There's a lot of just kind of sitting in the ball pit, not really moving very much.
Kind of classic cats. They
Yeah.
have what they want and they're content just sitting right there.
Yep.
in it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's Miss Katniss. And you guys were just reading about Katniss, weren't you?
Yes.
We were. So Katniss, she lives alone, not with any other cats, because she has FIV and she's aggressive with other cats. And FIV is actually contagious through scratch and bite marks. So we keep her here in the bunkhouse. And
Yeah, and she gets plenty of attention from our... Obviously, this used to be the quarters where our overnight shift would stay and much of the kind of animal care team would operate out of. But obviously, we have the new animal care center, and so their overnight quarters are now over there, and we're able to use the bunkhouse like this for seasonal caretakers. So I'm sure a name you guys are familiar with, Misha, is back here for the kind of spring and summer season. So Katniss, she says, I've been enjoying his company. Yes, sir, Reed.
what you got on the TV?
I'm entertained by it, but I think Katniss is a little more entertained by it. I woke her up from a nap, how rude of me, and so I imagine that she's maybe slinking back to find a comfortable place to relax on a bed in the back. But nonetheless, happy that we got to do some type of live post today, everyone. Are you filming the TV because you're expecting me to go
I don't know.
go after the mouse like Edgar would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Katniss is as entertained as Edgar usually is.
I did see somebody ask about Edgar, and I just want to say that when we left him, he was still at his laptop
Per usual.
watching the squirrels.
Watching the squirrels, birds, and fountains. The mice has been a huge favorite. I've been admittedly, wanting to try some alternatives. We had NASCAR on, because he liked
NASCAR.
watching the kind of cars whiz by, and we did a few kind of fun other like alternative ones. I think another one he enjoyed was just the Discovery Channel on YouTube. So. Well, speaking of Edgar, and since Katniss is kind of doing her own thing in the back and doesn't feel like being debuted on a live post, well, we might as well just go up to the Animal Care Center and see if we can find Mr. Edgar.
Yeah.
All
That sounds good.
Sweet. Well, I'll follow you guys.
All right.
And we can obviously remind everyone that they're watching the Wildcat Sanctuary, and we're cruising around today, visiting with some of our little ones, because we were hoping to do a whole kind of live post throughout Hybrid Haven, but as you can see, as Jamie's kind of showing, it's a little damp outside, which isn't any fun.
Sure, it can be in the cards for next week, though.
Yes, in the cards for next week. And truthfully, too, I received a pretty excellent care package from one of our Facebook supporters, Judy B. She outfitted me with this little treat container.
Nice.
So never again will Judson be without treats when he goes into Hybrid Haven to do a live post. So I was hoping to get some mileage on my treat bag today, but we'll just have to wait to do that next week. But good thing we get to do a little constellation post either way. Mr. Edgar upstairs.
All right.
I'm sure he's probably right where we left him.
I can only imagine.
Little iPad baby.
Yeah, Molly, why don't you grab the iPad too, so we can show him playing with that as well.
Oh, he loves his
Jayme
iPad.
and I's favorite thing is to just sometimes put the iPad on the desk and then put like fish swimming around on it, and then he proceeds to like change the video every single time because it's on top of the iPad.
Katniss said, "Oh, he's not there."
Let's see, we're looking for Edgar. I might have to maybe knock on Teresa and Kelly's door. Edgar's not in there? All right, we're on a search for Edgar. Let's see if maybe he's in the office room. Because Edgar, he spends a lot of time by the computer. He's very active, as we've talked about, helping us write our posts and all things like that. So he kind of lays low in the afternoon hours, and understandably so. Let's see, Mr. Edgar. Well, look at who we have here.
Where is he? There he is.
And we know Edgar's deaf. And so he says,
bud.
"Oh, there you
Hello.
are. Hello,
Buddy.
mister."
Little afternoon bath after a long day of hard work.
Oh yeah, he's the boss man around here.
Absolutely. He was helping me earlier, going through comments, and of course my laptop is touchscreen, so then he does extra help by touching my screen all the time, as when I don't let him walk across my keyboard. That's his alternative move, which usually works just as well.
But yes.
Here we are. Now it's fun to think that we've seen our two domestic rescues on today's live post. You guys saw Oreoh, and obviously we're a forever home for wildcats in need, but if there is a feline in need, like Mr. Edgar, who is a senior domestic cat in a shelter, and might not have been appealing to many people who are looking for a cat. He has some chronic upper respiratory, and we found out he was deaf after the fact, but Mr. Edgar, you have a forever home here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. I brought your birds here. He says, "It's nap time. Come on, let's get real."
It's his
And
break.
Look at the view. Oh, looks like he has noticed his birds.
Oh. Yep.
Oh, what's going on over there?
Edgar, he's the consummate predator. He says, "I can take a break from a nap if it means hunting down some digital hummingbirds." You may be seeing some comparisons. Yeah, is that a big gap for you? I can pull a little closer. There we go, mister. And welcome, everyone. If you're just joining us, Molly, Jayme, and Judson here. We are kind of doing the best we can with a rainy day. Unfortunately, we had planned to go into Hybrid Haven and really visit with all of the hybrid wildcat rescues who call TWS their home, but as you would imagine, it's a little damp out, and a lot of the hybrids are wanting to spend time in their bungalows, which is obviously awesome that every single one of those hybrid cats has a warm and comfortable space that they can spend when there's inclement weather like this. And of course, we did take some photos today. Benji says, "Rain or shine, I'm gonna come out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out and pose for photos." That was Bengal Benji.
It was a little difficult to get photos of him, though. He was climbing up and rubbing against me. He
Yeah.
climbed right on my back. Jayme
Well-
was over in Harley's bungalow. She could see me across the way with Benji just right on me, rubbing his face against me. He's a big love bug.
Benji's known to be a lover, that's for sure, Mr. Edgar. He says he's a lover. And I'm a hunter. I'm a
Yes,
fierce
you are.
hunter, aren't you? Hmm?
Very fierce.
He's got lots of fans in the comments right now.
Yeah,
As you
good.
should.
Yeah, and so we have just a little kind of protective barrier that we fashioned for Edgar. It's going to keep him off the keyboards. It's going to keep him right to business, monitoring those birds on the computer without him kind of scrabbling off the page or anything. I do see that, Edgar, you have your hand on the mouse there, so just be careful, big fella. Yeah. But great to see that Edgar gets to enjoy his days like this. Is a laptop that was actually donated by one of our donors and supporters here, who was just so moved by Edgar and so happy that a cat like him has a space here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So fortunate for Mr. Edgar that there's so many people out there who love you just as much as the big lions and tigers and all the wildcats we have here.
Someone mentioned the iPad games for cats.
There are iPad games for cats, and we Edgar, that's our fault. We've been using the iPad obviously a lot for our
Business.
business things.
I
Exactly.
think it's his turn.
But
We
yeah.
should get some games for Edgar.
Yeah, shame on us, to not prioritize the use of our technical equipment like the iPad for Edgar.
We'll definitely have to start.
Yeah, you're a hunter. You're a hunter.
He's very invested.
Well, cool, everyone. I'm glad we got to connect and say hi for a little bit. I'm sure many of us are still kind of riding the high from yesterday, Mr. Edgar. It was a blast to see Dash and Daisy make a splash, and we were kind of accumulating some of the totals from that monthly Pride Drive, and so we're going to be looking forward to announcing those totals, and then obviously we'll have to let Elise know that her cake pan had Edgar standing in it. And we'll certainly let you guys know as soon as possible about those 2 lucky winners for the 2 sets of Dash and Daisy paw prints.
Very exciting.
But nonetheless, happy we got to do a live post today. Jayme and Molly, you guys did a great job, and I'm going to hand kind of the sign off over to you two.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us on this rainy day with all of our office cats. They definitely appreciate everyone's love and support for them. Even though they're not our cool lions and tigers, I think they are just
They
as
deserve
cool.
all the love.
They deserve all the love, which hopefully they know how much they mean to us as well.
Exactly, and that's why I'm so fulfilled when I look through the comments and I see people getting just as excited about
Absolutely.
Edgar and Katniss and Oreoh and Benny.
He's trying to bite the screen.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Mr.
He's going a
Edgar.
little crazy there.
Yeah, that's a good note to end on, isn't it, Mr.
Sign off, Edgar.
Right. Any final words, Edgar?
All right.
Yeah.
He says back to relaxing.
He's like, all right, thank you everyone for joining us today. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you next time.
Bye.
everyone. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.